How's it guys, welcome back. I'm Macon Campbell and this is maconSTUFF. So today I'm going to be making a vlog, my very first one ever in fact, so bear with me. Before we start, I think I'm missing something. Just give me a second. Yes, coffee. So I've held back on doing these vlogs for quite some time because frankly I just never thought that anyone would be interested in hearing what I have to say. Mostly because once the camera starts rolling, I seem to speak less sense than what I do in my head preparing for this. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that can relate to this. You know, this sitting in front of the camera speaking is probably the hardest thing that I do in this shop. But I digress. Always wanted to say that. I come to you today in need of advice, help from you, my subscribers, and whoever else is watching this. I started my channel roughly a year ago and it's been a long year. I must have close to 32 videos that I've shot over the last year when I had the time. For half of 2017 I still had a job. Close to the end of the year I quit my job and probably produced twice as many videos in the last bit of 2017 than what I did in the first bit, simply because I had more time. You know, my channel growth has been slow. It took about 6 months for it to actually hit its first spike, which came in the form of my table saw video, the rebuild that I did. It's probably at, it's not guess. Well, as of right now, it's at 281,000. Very surprising to me as well. And I realized something over the last year, that most of my best performing videos have always been shop projects. Like my table saw upgrade, the first one and the second one, and my router table that I built. The bar camps, which are totally destroyed now. I'm going to be doing new ones soon. These are the kind of videos that have been getting me the most views. I didn't get into making videos for the views or for the money because frankly it's probably going to take me 20 years to be able to make the kind of money that I need to make. Lucky for me, I have an awesome wife who happens to make enough money to support us, and she's allowed me this time to follow my dreams and do what it is that makes me happier. And for that I'm very grateful, and I think she knows that too. But what most of the people that follow me and watch my videos don't know is that I'd like to think there's a lot more to me than just making things in my workshop. I'm interested in so many other things. You know, the whole cinematography side of shooting these videos is something that I'm greatly interested in. Graphic design, 3D modeling, photography, cinematography as I mentioned, and music is one of my greatest loves, which is one of my interests that's been around for the longest. I've been playing in bands on and off for the last 10, 12 years maybe. Which brings me to the point at hand. A month or two ago I decided to start a second YouTube channel called maconMusic. I basically started the second channel because I wanted to share more of me and more of the interests that I have. That's been quite a rocky road. I wasn't lucky enough to be one of those YouTubers that started my channel and grew to 1 million subscribers overnight. You know, the first 6 months I might have only gotten up to like 300 subscribers. And I was fairly demotivating, you know, to carry on making videos even though I knew close to no one was watching them. But you know, I kept at it. It was fun for me doing it. It was fun for me shooting it, filming it. It was fun editing it. If those first 6 months weren't demotivating enough, you know, starting a second channel back at 0 subscribers is hell. You know, I put most of last month into my new music channel, shooting videos, writing music. Up till now I'm only at 39 subscribers, and it's tough putting so much into it and having the feeling like no one is appreciating it. Jeez guys, sorry, got a bit deep there. Hi, I'm Future Macon, and I think what Buzzkill Crybaby Campbell was trying to say there is that I've already put all the groundwork into my main channel, maconSTUFF, which is at about 2,600 subscribers now. Taking into account the time that it took me to get to that many subscribers, it would just be stupid to start 4 or 5 new channels because I'd have to spend so much time building them up that it's almost not even worth it. So let's get back to Buzzkill and see what else he has to say. So this brings me to the part where I'm going to ask your advice. Don't be shy, if you have something mean to say, feel free. If you have any advice, please, that's why I'm putting this video out there. This is my dilemma. I have maconSTUFF, where I do my shop projects and build videos. I have maconMusic, but other avenues that I also want to explore is software tutorials, mainly for the programs that I use on an everyday basis. DaVinci Resolve for my video editing, Reaper for my audio editing, mixing, production, CorelDRAW for all of my vector drawings and stuff that I do on the laser, Photoshop as well, Illustrator. Illustrator I don't use as much because CorelDRAW is my preference. Fusion 360 for my plans and general 3D stuff. Blender, which is an open source 3D modeling and rendering software. Very powerful, I might add, for a freeware. I come more from a layman's perspective because I haven't been professionally trained in any of these things. And another avenue I'd like to obviously explore is my video editing and a bit of photography as well. I have just purchased my first proper camera, which should hopefully be here next week. This camera is hopefully going to take my video quality and the style of my videos to the next level, because what many of you probably don't know is that every single video that I've shot over the last year has been done on this GoPro Hero 4 that I'm staring at right now. I've done time lapses and stop motion animations. I've done lots of things that GoPros were never intended for, but my passion for creating something interesting has led me to try and get as much out of it as I can. With a proper camera, I'm sure I can do a lot more. I'm not going to tell you what camera it is yet because I'm hoping to do an unboxing video when I receive it. So as you can see, there's many things that I'm interested in and many things that I'd like to share with you guys. But the thing that's been holding me back is the general consensus is that you have to create one kind of content, and if you start varying in your content, you're going to chase away your subscribers. That is the reason why I started my second YouTube channel, maconMusic. Managing 2 YouTube channels is not easy, and looking at all the other things that I want to get into means I'm going to have to run 4 or 5 YouTube channels. And gosh, if I have that many YouTube channels, each one of my channels probably only going to see a video once every 2 months, and I don't want to do that either. So what I'm planning to do, and this is where I need your advice, I want to close down my music channel and I want to move the videos that I have there over to my existing channel, maconSTUFF. And I want to have all the things I'm interested in fall under that one channel. What my plan is to have separate playlists for all of the different types of content that I want to produce. So it'll look something like this. I'll have a playlist for maconSTUFF where I'll do build videos and shop projects. I'll have maconMusic playlist where I'll have music videos and music productions, and I'll have maconTuffs where I'll have tutorials for the applications that I use, and perhaps maconPics where I can do some photography type videos, perhaps reviews, my experiences, things I learned, and for now, finally, probably maconVids. As I want to start doing some kind of travel videos of places that I visit. My family and I love camping, so we go camping often out here in Namibia, in Africa. There's lots of beautiful things to see, and I want to get my feet wet with those kind of videos and hone that skill somewhat and see if I can get to a point where I can shoot a nice cinematic type video. So my question to you, my subscribers, and whoever else is watching this is, would you unsubscribe to my channel were I to chuck in a couple of different kinds of videos in between? Oh my gosh, that guy. Hi, I'm Tomorrow Macon, coming to you today. I had to jump in here and save you guys because that guy carried on for another half an hour, and frankly I don't feel like editing through that whole sob story. So what I think he meant to say is this: I don't feel like my channel at the moment truly shows who I really am, and I don't think that's fair to myself or to you. If I'm going to be spending this time making content, I'd like it to be a bit more personal and to show who I really am. And if you want to join me on this journey, I'd be more than happy to have you along. So I hope Buzzkill over there didn't bore you to death. So now for something I've always wanted to do. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Just kidding.
I guess till next time, keep making stuff.